Hey friends, I'm back. Glad y'all came back to see me. So let's talk about it. Y'all already know the deal. Plenty to talk about, but we're gonna try to keep this short because I want y'all to keep coming back. I don't want to talk too much because y'all know I can. However, I want to talk about my Lyft driving. I really suggest that if you need some extra cash, go ahead and do it. Because in the beginning, I definitely was nervous and I kept doubting myself, like maybe I don't want to do it. But I'm trying to tell you, it's pretty cool. And you got to think about who's going to be paying for these Lyft rides. So you got to have some money. So where my fears were about getting some old crazy folks in the car, hasn't happened yet, thank God. But I've had some very, very interesting people. For starters, let's talk about the drunk people. Now, I purposely try not to be out too late to pick up those drunk people. However, there is a such thing as a day party. So sometimes I cannot avoid it. I picked up a chick. Now, first they fooled me. It was a group of folks on the corner. I get there and one chick opened the door. She put her friend in the car. She was like, yo, she gotta go home. She's okay, but she needs to go home. I'm like, all right, you all right? The girl got in the car. She's like, yeah. And she kind of sat back and she put her seatbelt on and I pulled off. The ride was gonna take about 30 minutes. I was like, all right, cool. Just don't throw up. That's all I asked. That's all I was praying for. I don't care if I pick up somebody drunk, but do not throw up in my car. I don't have that to do. Now let me tell you, 15 minutes into the ride, with 15 minutes remaining, she decides to wake up. She was so cool and silent the whole time. She woke up. This chick started asking me for SpaghettiOs. I was like, I don't have any SpaghettiOs. Then she started asking for Jimmy. I don't know who the fuck Jimmy is. She really, really wanted some SpaghettiOs. Then I heard her seatbelt unclick. Mind you, I'm on the damn freeway. This chick proceeds to get into the front seat. I wasn't traveling that fast because it's LA. I was probably only going 10 miles per hour. Doesn't matter. I'm on the freeway. She jumped up in the seat. She put her seatbelt on like, I'm ready. Let's go. I looked at her like, she's like, I'm cool. I was like, okay. And then she looked at me. She was like, you look like Jada Pinkett, but you're hotter. You're awesome. You're a boss bitch. Now listen, she don't even know me like that. And I know she was drunk. I didn't care. But she just kept rambling on and on and on. Then she was telling me about her cell phone. She locked herself out of her cell phone. I said, honey, just please be still so I can get you to your destination. And I had my mind on destination, trying to get her out of my car. She was cool. She was like, I'm gonna give you all the tips in the world. I'm gonna give you all the 5 stars. And I'm thinking to myself like, no, you're not, because your friend called the Lyft for you. You don't even have the phone, but whatever. She couldn't even get into her phone. But one of the best instances I had was when I went to the airport, LAX. Now, I can't stand doing it, but I do, because that's just, I don't know, it's the best way to make some money, first of all. But it's a fucking headache. I can't stand it. But good things come to those who try it, because guess what? I dropped this guy off and we had a really, good conversation. It was just a chill day. And once I dropped him off, I normally turn my meter off because I just want to get back out the airport. It's just too many people, too much going on. But then I seen these 3 dudes. I was like, they started flagging me down. I was like, I rolled my window down. I was like, you got to request me through the app. And they was like, man, come on. I was like, you got to request me through the app. So they did whatever they had to do, got me on the app, got in the car, and they was like, can we smoke in your car? I was like, can I smoke with you? And we was laughing. And then dude was like, can you stop me by the dispensary? I was like, sure, why not? He was like, I got a good tip for you. I was like, all right, cool. So we roll and we get to the dispensary. I pull over, they go in, get what they need, come back, get in the car. The 2 little homies in the back was like, you know who he is? I was like, no, should I? And I looked at dude and I was like, no, what? So he was like, you know that song on the radio, Look Alive, Look Alive. I was like, oh yeah, I be singing that all the time. He said, that's my song. I was like, oh, wait, so you, he was like, BlocBoy. I said, oh, okay, BlocBoy JB. See, I didn't know. I mean, shit, I don't watch videos anymore. Yeah, I know the song. You had to tell me the name, but I don't know what everybody look like. I'm not gonna lie. 106 and Park is gone. No, I just don't watch videos very often. But you know, so we go on our journey, and all he needed was a ride to the hotel. They had missed their flight. They was heading off to somewhere to go find B&J on damn tour. I wanted to go, but yeah, they just was really cool. We rode around, and when I got the car, dude gave me a $200 tip. Hey, now listen. Normally, I would have just left that airport and gone about my business, but look at that. Look at God. I needed that. And he was quick to give it to me. He ain't even hesitate. He was like, thank you. And, you know, I followed him on Instagram, and, you know, we connected a little bit, and I heard a lot of his music on the trip. So, you know, that was cool as fuck. I was happy. You know, you just never know. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead and try that Lyft shit, Uber, whatever. You need that extra money. It comes. It comes quickly, okay? I get tips because I'm just not your typical Lyft driver. We're not riding in silence. If you in my car for 15 minutes or more, oh, you best believe you gonna either get a concert, because I don't care. You in my back seat. If my song come on, if you know me, everything is my song. I'm gonna be singing, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of a show. I do concerts in the car, so you're gonna be entertained. But I'd be damned if we roll in silence. You know, people be in my car, like, you just not the typical Lyft driver. Nope, I'm not. We're not just gonna sit in silence. Now, if you get in my car and you got your earbuds on, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna mess with you. I'm just gonna drive. You know, I'll turn up my radio and do what I do, you know. But I like to talk to people, and that's a good way to get tips, though. I mean, a tips job is something that Kiana definitely can do, because I'm gonna get that for sure. So I picked up this other lady, and it was like really, really dark. And it's hard to see addresses at night, but for some reason, I'm glad I picked this woman up. Pause, because I'm a little parched. But no, so I see the woman. She's sitting on a set of steps. She's by herself. She stands up when she sees me. Baby girl had her purse and her bag on her like a necklace. And she stumbled over to the car. She's flung the door open. She got in the car. She was like, ugh, I'm so trashed. I was like, honey, I can tell. I'm glad I picked you up. There was nobody around. She was by herself, just sitting on a set of steps. And I'm like, get your ass in this car. You know, I'm like, luckily we only had to go about a mile away. I made sure her ass got in the house, because she was fucked up for sure. And I was like, oh my goodness, I ain't know what to do. I just wanted to make sure she got in, because she was that trash. And I'm glad she had her shit on her neck. Wasn't nobody taking that. If they wanted it, they had to take her with her, with it, because her ass was done. I was like, see, that's why people like me are around. Somebody to get the drunk people home. And I do believe the drunk driving rate has dropped tremendously because of Lyft and Uber. And hey, I just have to be grateful for that, because what I see on a day-to-day basis ain't no joke, okay? Let me tell you. Now, before I go, I wanted to give a shout out to some of my friends back home in Columbus, Ohio. Shout out. You guys have shown me so much support. When I've been down, y'all sent me money. When I needed some encouraging words to keep going, that's what y'all gave me. And I love you all for it. And one particular example comes to mind. Lily, I know you watching this. I really appreciate you, girl. See, I told Lily about my acting teacher, and she told me I looked like an actress. I totally looked the part. However, I needed to improve on my makeup. Now, I've never worn makeup. I was not that girl. I did not wear makeup. The most I ever did was maybe some eyeliner. So I never really knew how to apply all the foundation and all that other stuff. I used to really get excited when I used to get my face done, because, you know, that's some magic. And nowadays, it's really some magic. I do feel for you fellas. I totally get it. However, I'm an actress now, I'm on camera now, so I really do have to learn. And Lily was like, well, what kind of brushes do you have? And I was like, I got a blush brush. She clowned me a little bit, but let me tell you, she sent me some stuff, and she had some other girls send me some stuff. I have a whole lot of makeup now, so I can play, and she even told me some YouTubers to watch to practice putting the makeup on. So girl, you just don't know how much that meant to me, because that means you had all the faith in me. I got about 4 different packages of makeup because of you, and I really appreciate that. Keep that type of motivation coming. I know you believe in me. You gave me a little pep talk, and you was telling me what to do, and you just told me never to give up. You know, I appreciate that. I appreciate that from everybody. I just want y'all to know to keep that shit coming, because sometimes it is hard as fuck. But when you guys send me all that motivation and all those positive thoughts, and they're like, you're gonna be this and you're gonna make it and don't give up, I love it. I totally do. I just want y'all to know that I really appreciate it, because sometimes it's not that I've ever thought about going back home or, oh my God, did I make the right decision? It's not that. It's just a lot comes at you sometimes, and you just feel super frustrated, or I just feel super frustrated. But that doesn't mean I'm giving up. I just have my moments. But when I talk to you guys at home, y'all feed me all those positive vibes, and you just make me feel better. So please, keep that shit coming. But again, I love you. Stay tuned. I'm going to bring you some more of my stuff. And hopefully, I'll keep y'all coming back.